wait, I'm Cassie.
I'm Keegan.
I'm Christina.
I always say I'm Cassie. Like, am I? Question mark?
I'm Cassie.
I'm Cassie.
We always do say it exactly the same way. I was thinking about that because Christina's always, I'm Christina every time.
Yep. Sing song. I'm doing this.
Welcome. All right.
Seriously.
So I found an Am I the Asshole that I thought would be an interesting discussion. First and foremost, it was, am I the asshole for walking out on a guy on a date? And I think that
Probably not.
Probably not.
I need to hear the details.
always is
Probably
the
not.
answer. But I think it's funny. Like, I think that it made me think, like, what would be the thing that would make you actually like just walk out on a date and just like up and leave? Because I always am like, I'd fucking leave. I wouldn't.
It's
somebody
true,
that was outwardly saying some out of pocket racist stuff.
That's the thing that would
be I'd be very comfortable. And I am somebody that is typically conflict avoided and is just like, what's another, like, you know, I'll get through 10 minutes, leave, and then block him or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, I think for me, it'd be like out of pocket, like racist or misogynist shit.
Yeah.
So, this was from a couple years ago, but it says, I, 32, just met a guy, 38, male, for a date. Started talking on Bumble. He suggested we meet up after work and drinks. We didn't speak much on the app. He said that he preferred to go straight out for drinks, and I'm the same way. Anyway, I met him outside the bar, and we went inside for a drink. He seemed relaxed, nice, chill. We sat down and talked a bit about the bar and the holiday, and I just got back from all fine, but then it got weird. After the topic came to an end, and I asked him, how was your day? He said something like, yeah, fine, a bit long and stressful, but I'm glad it's the weekend soon. So I followed up with so what do you do? And this is something, Christina, you've talked about before too. After that, he didn't say anything. Oh, so what do you do? So he didn't say anything for a second, sort of aggressively just looked at me and then said, that's quick.
What do you mean that's quick? That is a normal, I'm sorry. That drives me nuts. It's happened to me too. It is a very normal fucking question to ask what you spend your time Monday through Friday doing with your life.
Half your life there.
More than half your life, unfortunately. The majority of your life is spent doing some sort of occupation.
Yeah.
Or doing something. It's a normal fucking question to ask. And it's a weird fucking response to be shitty about it.
I totally fucking agree. I said something like, sorry, because seriously, what the fuck is that answer? Then he said in a very aggressive, honestly, almost angry voice, you're just interested in how much money I make, isn't it?
Okay.
Bye.
So taken aback.
What you do, you know, like, of course, like what you do doesn't define you or anything like that, but it does say something about you. Yeah. It says, it's a way to get to know somebody. Also,
it's conversational.
It's conversational. And also, like, especially in America, I get it that like in other countries, maybe it's rude to talk about certain subjects, but in America, we're conditioned from the time we are born. What do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to do with your life? What do you like?
Well,
so
yeah.
It's such a normal thing to
Simps for capitalism we are, but
for sure. Yeah, but I mean, like, to me, that is such an odd thing to get upset about. Like, and also, to be honest, it would be a little bit of a red flag if someone didn't ask me what I did or like what I'm interested in, or because it does open the door to, because I would say like, well, I work this job as my 9 to 5 to pay my bills, but here's all the other things that I do. These are my passions. You know what I mean? Like,
also, is the gold in the room with us? Because it's always the fucking people with no gold who are so fucking concerned.
We're having this conversation in an Applebee's. Shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like, it's always something like that. Always.
So at any rate, she proceeds to talk about how she was talking to her male flatmate who was like, oh yeah, he's probably worried about exactly what you guys said, being a gold digger or whatever. But she goes on to say, my point of view is that it's a normal question you ask when you meet someone for the first time, and that his response was a red army of flags. Walking out was the right call.
Yeah,
so,
yes, weigh in because your male. Okay, so is she saying that her male roommate understood why he was upset?
Yeah.
No, I need men to weigh in on this because I don't think that if you are a man and you're upset by that question, I need you to dig a little deeper. Like I need you to talk to me a little bit more about why this is upsetting to you, because I do understand like men are conditioned to value themselves based on how much money they make or whatever, but that is a very normal ask. It's a big part of who you are, like what you spend your time doing.
Never asked that question with the express intent to be like, ooh, maybe I could figure out how much money he has and I could take it from him. Right. You know, it's also, never been like that.
In
it's
my
always
experience, also in my experience,
something
if you
to talk
are
about.
The type of person who does have a job that makes a lot of money, like you're a doctor, you're a lawyer, you brought it up. You brought it up yourself. Like doctors tell you they're doctors right
immediately.
Away. Like if they went to Harvard, you know what I mean? Like you don't need to ask. Like the people making the big bucks and who have jobs like that, they're telling you themselves. So relax, bro. Yeah. Calm down.
Yeah, and I'm like, I want some funny work stories. People's like work stories are sometimes really funny. I'm like, oh, tell me some stories about being a fucking teacher. You know what I mean? I'm sure there's crazy stories you could tell about that, and that would be fun. You know what I mean? Like, it's not...
Also, the other person is going to find out what you do eventually. Yeah. Like, if you're afraid that they won't want to date you anymore because you don't make enough money for that, you have a career that, doesn't make enough money for them or whatever, better to find out right now. To find out right now because you don't want to date that person anyway. Yeah. What are you going to do? Go get a whole new career?
A lot of times too, I'm asking just to make sure, like give them my track record that they have a job.
Totally. Because to me, having that response immediately in my head, I'm like, oh, you're unemployed. Oh, yeah. That's why you're offended right now because you don't want to have to answer that. Like that's how I feel. Yeah. So if you're not, just know that is how it reads. That's how it reads.
And I'm like, so I don't care what job you have. I'm like, you working on something?
Yeah.
Monday through Friday? 9 to 5?
Yes. Like something other than Call of Duty?
True.
You know?
Yeah.
Unless you're like a video game tester, in which case, great. I would love to know how you got into that.
Exactly.
You're a Twitch streamer and you're making Twitch money. I don't know. Shit.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Seriously. Yeah. Exactly. Great. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's a good one. I do want to hear from guys because that's just too much of a coincidence. I'm like, I thought that was one of the strangest responses I'd ever heard on a date.
And we've gotten a story from someone who also said the same thing happened to them. So this is semi-common.
Is this some sort of like red pill thing out there? Like
high value.
Did Andrew Tate say, like if a woman asks you what you do, it's a red flag or something? Like,
okay. That tells me everything I need to know about you. Then I'm out.
I hope that's dying out. You know, the whole red pill podcast manosphere. I don't know.
Shit. I hope so too. We were talking. I think last episode about just being like, yeah, you guys are just weird. And I feel like we need to do that with like the Andrew Tates of the world where I'm just like, yeah, you're like outside, you're just goofy. Like outside of everything else, like you look ridiculous.
He looks stupid.
He looks really ugly. I don't understand it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't get it at all. Just uggos.
Yeah. Not to come for looks, but for sure. Yeah.
But it's their
attitude that makes them less attractive.
Yeah, 100%. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not even just the looks. Like if he looked like that and was like, I don't know, arguably Paul Scheer is not one of the most attractive men in the world. He's also bald. He's whatever. Like, right. Like I'm just thinking of somebody who's, not
there are lots
conventionally
of
attractive
not
looking guy.
traditionally attractive guys who their personalities
That could
make
get
them-
it.
Oh,
that could get it.
100%.
Absolutely. I mean,
100%.
he's married to
Paul Scheer could get it 10 times out of 10 over Andrew Tate for like anybody.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I feel really bad even comparing them because
I know. I do too. I'm like, Paul Scheer's a angel.
sweet baby angel.
He's like, please keep my name out of your mouth.
Yeah, I
That's
don't want to
disgusting.
be tied to that man for sure.
I
No, but
don't know why I thought that, but I'm just thinking about like people who are, you know, there's something to be said like that. If
yeah, David
not
Cross, I kind of
just-
feel the same way.
exactly, it's not just looks
Yeah.
based, right? Like you're.
No.
I agree. David
Oh my
Cross
God.
is a great
David
example.
Cross is so
10 for 10
funny.
could get it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He's
And
so
being
funny.
1,000% on his personality, the way that he acts.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I think there's something for Tate to learn here. Is the thing? Is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
But
You
he
know?
won't. And I guess that's the other reason why, because AOC went after Stephen Miller for being short, which was funny, but I am like, okay, people can't help being short. But it's like he's a literal fucking Nazi, first of all. And then like, secondly, I feel like with people like Andrew Tate, he's doing it first, like not necessarily to be on their level, but that man, he only talks about women in terms of their body parts. So it's just like if you're gonna open that door, it feels like Law and Order. It's like Judge, he opened the door.
Yeah.
He opened the door.
It's
you,
what
you started
it's what
talking
Cardi
about
B
looks.
said. It's like when they go low, I go to hell.
There you go.
It's like it's no Michelle Obama's here. I'm not taking the fucking
Well, that
high road.
sure didn't work,
with
did it?
literal Nazis, ghouls, and demons. I'm not taking the high road with these freaks.
That's the new Cher song.
fucking literal
Nazis,
weird
ghouls, and
little
demons.
freaks. But they are. They're fucking ugly little toad freaks. They're weird, and we should.
Dude, Stephen
say-
Miller looks like he has a demon living inside of him for
I know.
real. Like I'm like, there is something
Wrong
demonic behind those eyes. Yes.
Yes.
That is an empty shell of a human being that has been filled with a dark spirit.
I have an idea for.
He's wearing an Egger suit for sure.
I have an idea for quote unquote non-conventional attractive people who could still get it. Okay. And I think that we do Paul Scheer. I think we do David Cross.
Okay.
And I think we do Weird Al. And I let it land
Girl.
where it lands because
Let it land where it lands.
Okay.
Wow.
Sure.
Wowie,
You really,
wow,
that
wow.
I was not
Listen.
expecting you to say that. I really wasn't.
Listen, I think that they're all definitely outside of the norm.
100.
But
I would say
honestly,
yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, Weird Al
based on-
Yankovic, I think this is correct. I'm fairly certain is the highest selling music artist of all time.
I think that's
Listen.
right, or something similar to that. Like
Yeah.
is-
I believe that.
Also, I think that he's like
super
genuinely
smart.
a nice person too.
I've
That from
heard.
what I've
Yeah.
heard is like he's like very, very kind.
Listen, I got to wait on him, and he was very, very, very pleasant and
Nice.
tipped well. And so
there you go.
See, that's nice.
I'm so
That
glad
is
to hear
nice.
that.
Yeah.
God,
Ooh.
okay.
he's a vegetarian.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
We're selling him more and more here.
we
And
sure
he's fucking
are.
funny. And he can laugh at himself. Like he does not take himself seriously.
No, his fucking biopic was so funny with Daniel Radcliffe.
I
Yeah.
didn't see
I
it,
wanted to
but
see it. I haven't seen it yet.
do fucking love. Man, we've talked about it before, but Daniel Radcliffe has my heart for the fact that like he took that Harry Potter money and was just like,
Yeah.
I'm doing weird shit now.
Yeah,
Like
good for him.
it just, I love it. Okay, these three.
I kind of feel like I have to dig into the astrology.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right,
I
let's do
was
it.
wondering if we wanted to do that or not. Okay, so
Okay,
let's each
I'm
take
looking
one.
up Weird Al's right now.
All right, I'll look up David Cross.
I'll do Paul Scheer. Aquarius, January 31st.
Okay, he's an Aquarius.
Paul
David
Scheer's-
Cross is an Aries.
Eh,
I'm not
damn it,
surprised.
that does change things. I'm glad that we did
But
this.
you know what? Now that I know, I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
like David Cross being an Aries. I'm like, yeah.
Okay.
So Weird Al is a Scorpio.
Oh, buddy.
That does change things. Wow.
Wow. An Aquarius, you know what? These are all kind of like
This
little-
actually helps me know what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Oh,
struggling.
I know what I'm
I
going to
am
do.
too.
I know what I'm going to
Okay.
do.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to marry Paul Scheer.
Yeah.
Aquarius, Aries, we feed well off each other.
Yeah.
I feel like he's not the kind of, I think he's the kind of funny that wouldn't get on my nerves. I think he's got good political takes. I think that his type of funny is my type of funny, where we could quip it back and forth type.
Do you know why I can't marry David Scheer or Paul Scheer?
Why?
Because
June Diane.
he's friends with Jason Mantzoukas, and I would cheat on him
Oh,
immediately.
babe.
Jason Mantzoukas, I would cheat.
Yeah.
Cheater.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Yeah.
Know
Break Paul
thyself.
Scheer's heart.
I would
Listen.
literally break his heart.
He's very
That
Sad
would be
Paul
June
Scheer
Diane-
makes
June
me
Diane.
feel sad, you know.
Bump uglies with fucking Jason Mantzoukas all day, every day. I have such a crush on him.
I mean, that man
Yeah.
is fine.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, again, but we've done him before
We have. Yeah.
on this topic. So, all right. So I think, I have to marry Paul Scheer. First of all, the signs have solidified it for me, but I really like his relationship with June Diane. I think they're super cute. He clearly is, somebody I think who's a good family man, etc. So, based off that, I think he'd be a good person. And again, his type of comedy, his type of funny is we'd be in the same lane.
It's not too much.
It's not too much. It's quippy, it's fast, it's that, it's that paced type of comedy, like where you would banter well. You know what I
June
mean?
Diane is a Capricorn.
I love this.
So
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
I love her. She's fucking phenomenal. And then I'm gonna fuck David Cross. He's tall.
Is he?
I think so. I think he's pretty tall.
Oh, okay.
See, now these are important facts that we need to
Variables.
share with the
We've
class.
got variables.
I also
Now,
think that
I'm looking up height now. Weird Al's tall too.
I was gonna say I think he's tall too. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
looking up height. No, he's not. He's 5'8".
Oh, that's not tall. Oh wow. Why did I think he was tall? Okay. All right.
I mean,
but
he's
Weird
tall
Al
to
is-
you.
Weird Al is 6 foot.
Yeah, Weird Al's 6 foot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'm sticking with it.
Okay.
Oh shit. Fuck. I don't know now. Because
Because
I'm
of the
also like,
height?
but just as a Scorpio, and I'm like, do I want to be friends with the Scorpio?
Well, you don't have to be friends with them. This segment is called Fuck, Marry, Kill. We've kind of taken it in a different direction.
But well, I'm not killing.
I won't
any of
judge
them.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? I am going to change it because
Okay.
a one night stand with Weird Al, it'll be weird.
It will be weird, but he's a Scorpio, so I think you
That's
got
what
some
I'm thinking.
surprises in store for you.
Yeah.
And I would friend David Cross for sure.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised to hear that Weird Al had like a surprisingly big dick,
Yeah.
right?
I wouldn't be
To play an
surprised.
accordion? Yeah.
That is big dick energy.
You know what?
He's like, I don't give a
Truly.
fuck what you say. My dick is to my
Yeah.
knees.
Exactly. It's like,
I'm
I'm
6 foot.
There
I'm
is a
6 foot,
confidence. He does
and
have a confidence about him where I'm just like, yeah.
Sorry.
That is big dick energy. He's
Yeah.
just like, I'm going out there with my accordion and singing silly songs and everybody's going to fucking love it.
yeah. It's
And they
truly
did.
BDE, and they did.
Yeah.
Like people fuck with Weird Al. He's
Yeah.
People
so
fucking love Weird Al.
Yeah.
Love
Yeah.
him. He's got a huge, support base.
It's got to be great too as an artist.
Say. He's got a
When you-
huge pause. Support base. What?
Yeah, I think it's called a tripod.
Oh, Weird Al. I hope he listens to this. You know what? I actually think that he doesn't take himself seriously.
Yeah.
And if he heard this segment, he
would
would laugh.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
he does.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man, I think I'm also going to marry Paul Scheer. I think I almost thought about marrying Weird Al Yankovic. but
little too silly for me. I think it's going to get
too
too
silly for me. Yeah, exactly. And I cannot marry David Cross.
No, you can't.
You've learned your lesson.
You cannot.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're not allowed.
A little too similar, like that mean.
Yep.
Some of his comedy I enjoy because I'm not the butt of it. He can be very mean. There's a little bit of that I see from my ex, and I'm like, I can't go down. But
He's
I love
married to Amber
David Cross.
Tamblyn. What's?
No, not anymore. I don't.
They got
think.
divorced.
Oh, really?
I don't think so. I don't think they're together anymore. And I think she wrote some shit about it.
Oh,
Hold on. Let me look. She's a Taurus.
no, they're still married.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, I thought so.
Who am I thinking of that is similar in appearance to Amber Tamblyn that just went through a divorce?
Oh God, I
that's
don't know.
gonna go. That's gonna.
It's gonna hit you in the middle of like stories.
I know.
Feel free to interrupt.
Dude, that thing's so crazy. I was just talking to Eric about that the other day when we were trying to remember something, and then we moved on. And 8 hours later is when I remembered
That's how
that.
it
And
works.
I was like,
The brain is weird sometimes.
and I wasn't even thinking about it actively. It just literally popped in my head. That's so weird to me. That
So I leave
brain does
space
that.
for when it hits you to just jump right in, no matter what we're talking about. Okay, yeah, I have to say, this is tough because I was gonna marry David Cross, but I think Paul Scheer is the most middle of the road of these people because, like David Cross, like you said, he can be a little like aggressive, and Weird Al is just a little too silly. And Paul Scheer is kind of in the middle. He's a little bit more like easygoing. I think he would be easier to be married to, like long term.
Yes.
And he is funny. He is clever. He's smart. He's fast.
He also just seems nice.
He seems nice. He
And
seems nice.
When you're married, you want it to be to someone nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah. David Cross will accidentally hurt my feelings, I think.
Yeah. It'll be by accident, though.
It will be, but I could also
maybe.
see, I think it would be, but I could also see him being like, why are you upset? You know what I mean? I could see that. So yeah, I'm gonna, this is a little tough. You know what? I'm going to fuck David Cross. I'm going to fuck him. I'm going to fuck him. I think it's going to be, I'm okay with a little bit of aggression in that direction.
Yeah.
You know, and a little like sharp banter on a date is fun. You know what I mean? Just like not like long term.
Right.
And then I'll friend Weird Al. He seems like fun. I'd hang out at his house. I bet he's got I bet it's fun
He's
over
got
there.
Amish paradise money. Yeah, I'm sure he's got a great house.
Yeah. And I bet you game nights, a group of friends, game nights at Weird Al's house.
Yeah.
So fun. I want to play celebrity with Weird Al.
Ooh, yeah, or like Taboo.
Oh God, so fun. Yeah,
Apples to apples. Yeah. Well, you guys want to take 5 and then we'll come back with stories?
That sounds good.
And we're back. Okay, Christina.
Okay, I am going to start us off. This is going to make you scream.
Oh boy.
It is also, I'm going to put content warning here for graphic sexual talk.
Oh.
Okay.
So-
Okay.
So yeah, if those things make you uncomfortable, you may
How
want
are
to skip
you
this.
listening to this podcast?
Well, yeah,
Truly.
first and foremost. But
we've talked about some pretty.
this is pretty out
Okay.
there.
Okay.
So
it's
this is-
extreme for us.
It's
Okay.
extreme for us. So this is a twofer. This woman writes, when I was like 18 or 19, I started Snapchatting a guy I met on Bumble. He wanted to play Truth or Dare, and I knew exactly where he was going.
Yeah.
Sexual. But I was bored, so I was like, yeah, whatever. 1, he asks me to dare him, like begged me to go first. I asked.
That's not how this works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
You're
not how
already
this
ruining
works.
this game. It's
Yeah.
not fun
Yeah.
now.
Dude, we know where this is going. Like, if you want to be gross, just be gross. Like, don't try to be coy about it. That's making it even ickier. But
Yeah.
anyways, I ask him truth or dare. He chooses dare. I don't know what I dared him to do, but he was like, nah, that's not fun. Suggest something crazy.
Oh my God. You can't, that's not how the game works. That's not, same. I'm over it already. I'm like immediately out.
So I'm like, what? He goes, I don't know. You could dare me to jack off. Ha 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 ha.
I fucking hilarious. Yeah.
This is why I'm not dating. I'm being so fucking for real because this is what it is. It's just like, this is the level of conversation I have to look forward to. No, no.
The bar for discourse is in hell.
Yeah. Damn.
And so are we.
Yeah, exactly. So
bad place.
I'm annoyed. I say, okay, I dare you to jack off. A few minutes later, he comes back. He's like, I did it. Want to see the cum?
No. No.
Like, you didn't even video you actually jerking. That would be better than showing me your like globs of cum afterwards.
Want to see. That is
no.
It's I'm not turned on by seeing mess.
A picture
No.
of cum.
No.
No, that doesn't do it for me.
Does it do it for anyone? Is that somebody's specific kink that they're like, I like photographs of it?
Just that.
No,
sitting in a napkin.
It's not for me.
It's not even a napkin. Be fucking for real. It's like
so
a sock or like a pair of boxer shorts.
Oh God. Oh. So I'm like, no. And then he tries to keep the game going. I picked truth, but he didn't like that. So he gave me the dare to go running around my house naked.
So much.
It was late and I lived with my family. So I said no. He said, okay, I'll just go again. Give me another dare.
Oh,
also, how would he know?
God.
How would he know
I
if
did
he
it.
did it?
Do you want a picture of the running footprints on the floor?
Yay. Me, I say, I don't know. I'm tired and I'm out of ideas. He says, you could dare me to lick the cum off my coffee table.
Coffee table. There's so much to process here. My brain just went bing bing because you said lick the cum. His own.
Yeah. Off the coffee table. Cassie's brain is broken. I was like, yeah.
Like, also, we just met.
Yeah.
Like, we just started talking to each other.
This is not a real, like, interaction. This is some cyber interact. Like, I feel unclean. Like, I literally want to scrub my brain now. I don't want to know you. I'm so turned off.
I think this is why they like Chat GPT girlfriends.
Yeah, truly. Honestly. So I immediately blocked him, deleted Bumble, and have never been back on the app since. I'm 26 now.
Why? Truly. No, I support it.
No.
I would do the same thing. Absolutely fucking not. Like, no.
Okay, so her second date, she says,
this poor woman.
In 2022, I went on a date with a guy. Here are the highlights. 1, he showed up 30 minutes late. 2, I was wearing heels and dress, hair and makeup done. He showed up in a full Adidas tracksuit like motherfucking Sue Sylvester. He parked closer than me, so he offered to drive me to my car. We talked for a bit in his car until he dug around the trash in his back seat, pulled out a vibrator still in the box, and asked if I wanted to make out and have him use it on me. But don't worry, it's clean.
This is a first date?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. First of all, this is a first date. Second of all, you dug this out of the trash in your back seat, so it's not clean.
No.
It was still in the box.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
But why do you have it's still in the box vibrator in the back of your fucking Honda, my dude?
Christina is like devil's advocate.
He bought it on the way to the date.
He just threw it in the back.
I said, I didn't want to hook up, and then he offered to pay me $4 fucking grand if I had sex with him. I left, and he asked if we could have sex on our second date. He asked if he could pick me up and meet my parents, and if I thought my dad would like him.
What is wrong with you? Like, guys, look, we've done this podcast for so long, and I am so the idea of dating. I hope the listeners and the writers of these stories are happy, because the idea of dating at this point in my life is so unappealing to me, because these people are just fucking out there in the wild. They're just...
they are breathing, working, voting. You know, I think about that sometimes, like, you know, when you're behind somebody in the grocery store. And when I tell my tainted love later, too, this will make sense, where you're like, you don't know people.
At all.
At all.
I think about that, too, because there was that, you know... not reliable statistic that I believed for a long time, that I think we all did in the early 2000s, that like 1 in 4 people is a sociopath. And I used to think that, because I was just like, what are the chances? And when you watch these shows about serial killers or killers who've never gotten caught or like whatever, the chances have to be pretty high that you've been on an airplane or in an airport or in a stadium or something with someone who's killed somebody.
Yeah.
Right? Like, or someone who's murdered someone. Like, you just don't know. You just don't fucking know.
So then she says, the next morning before I could block him, he messaged me, "Hey, I hope you're not too tired from being out late. I know you have an early morning. If it helps, I still have blue balls from last night."
No. Sir,
Why would that help? Why would that help?
Yeah.
I can't.
This poor woman. I can't.
She's better than me, because if she still believes in love, God bless you.
After somebody wants her to be dared to eat cum from his coffee table. Dude, you have to be so optimistic to still put yourself out there after fucking dealing with that shit. Oh my God.
That is...
How would you respond?
This is a Snapchat. Like, get out of here.
I'm not trusting it if you want to take it off the app and onto Snapchat. It's only for nefarious reasons. I don't know you.
Yeah.
I don't know you.
No, I think it's different. I think if you're in your early 20s now, I wouldn't take it. I don't think I would take it if I was in my early 20s now and somebody wanted to take it to Snapchat. It's probably better, actually, than giving them your phone number to text.
Well, that's true. I mean, that's true.
However... me and my big old age, when people wanted to take it to Snapchat and they're in their, late 30s, 40s on Snap, you're on Snapchat. Like, it was such a red flag to me. I'm like, you're on Snapchat? Like, you're 42.
It feels like a young man's app. It does. It doesn't feel like... Which, no shade if people are on Snapchat, but it's just...
I'm giving you shade a little bit. If you're over 35 and you're on Snapchat, I'm like...
shade.
It feels shade.
You're not doing anything good there.
Nobody wants you
not.
there. What? That's so weird to me. I don't mean to be ageist or anything like that, but it just doesn't feel like
it would
a
be
space.
like
kids alone.
If a man would leave those kids... Hello, fellow teenagers.
Yes. Giving that for
fellow
sure.
kids. If I would say, if a man was like 40 and was like, let's take this to Snapchat, I would be...
No, I don't have Snapchat because I'm an adult.
Yeah. Because I'm a grown-up with grown-up bills and things.
Grown-up time. Yeah. Which is none.
Feels like, are you also playing Roblox, my dude? Like, are you on Minecraft? You want to go watch some Bluey?
Oh, my God.
Oh, no.
Weirdo?
Oh.
Oh. Wow. Okay. This is a listener story. It says, I had met this guy through my friend Her and I were playing darts at a local dive when she told me her boyfriend and his boss were coming to join. I rolled my eyes thinking it was going to be some older, creepy smooze, but to my surprise, he was around 30 and hot.
Ooh, hot boss.
Woo!
Nice.
I love a hot boss.
Me too. We immediately hit it off, and after that night, he asked me out about 3 different times before I finally agreed to meet him and his friends out with my friends to watch some football. I'm very intentional with dating and wasn't sure how serious someone like him wanted to be. All day, he is right by my side, being sweet, introducing me to all of his colleagues as his girlfriend. Red flag.
Yeah.
I don't love that.
Yeah, we just
met.
Yeah.
No.
This is, well, if you're going to introduce somebody and you're on a first date, like, oh, this is my new friend, or this is my date.
Yes.
You know,
both
that is acceptable. But
yeah,
that label
my girlfriend, I didn't consent to that.
Yeah.
And going out of his way to make sure I'm happy. Fast forward a couple of days, and this man is building my furniture, ordering me food, taking me to the nicest dinners I've ever been on, and treating me like royalty. I considered it being love bombing at first, but he hadn't shown any signs of manipulation or rudeness yet. After weeks of everything feeling like a fairy tale, I get an accomplishment at work that results more so in a privilege of an easier yet larger caseload, but no pay raise. I was stoked for the opportunity, and he took me out to celebrate. When I get in the car, I could tell he was not in a great mood. So being the pleaser I am, I try to comfort him. He starts freaking out, grasping at his pocket, saying, "Fuck." I ask what's wrong and am thrown to the other side of the car as he jerks the steering wheel to the left to turn and check behind him. He is frantically looking for his vape and says he needs it, and that the night would be ruined without it. He's throwing a fucking hissy fit.
No, this is... I'm so glad you're bringing this up.
This is real.
Because this is number one, what a narcissist does. When they will ruin any celebration that isn't about them. So the fact that
I didn't even think about that.
That is 1000% every single time. That is the number one sign that you can look for that you're dating a narcissist, is if you're excited about something, they will shit on it. They will fucking ruin it.
And it won't be directly about it.
Right.
It'll be something that ruined their night out of nowhere.
Yep.
It's not because that. It's because I can't find my fucking vape. Okay, addict, calm down.
Yeah. Dude, what is it? Like the vape and the Snapchat boy.
Oh
no.
Oh, Lord.
God.
If you are blowing vape clouds on your Snapchat, guys.
I mean, yeah. No, that's my 2026. I'm actually looking into hypnosis to get over my
You should talk to
nicotine.
our friend Bonnie.
Yeah.
She used hypnosis to deal with her fear of needles. And she said it worked for her.
Yeah, I've been doing some research. I've seen some really cool stuff. So
yeah,
here I come.
Yeah, she might have someone if you want to.
Yeah, I'll message her.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yes. Okay. His night would be ruined without it. He finds one and tries to hit it, but it was dead. He throws it in the back of his car, and from that point on, I knew it was going south. Throughout dinner, he was unpleasant, dismissive, and argumentative. He told me I was complacent in my job for not demanding more money for more work.
Okay. Bro, let's just stop at a smoke shop. You know, if it's going to be like this, like,
but it's
let's
not about
Google.
that, like you said.
Yeah.
It's, you know, and talked about opportunity cost till my ears bled while I just kept the wine coming. And that's the thing. Look, you might think that she should have demanded more money or whatever, but she's excited.
Yeah.
Like she's happy about it.
Yeah.
That's all that fucking matters. It's her job. And she also knows like that this is an opportunity to move up. You're playing the long game for your future at your job. You know.
Well, and there's also, she had said too that it was like somewhat easier, and like, dude,
that's worth something.
Exactly.
Is worth something,
Eric and I have talked, like my job is significantly more stressful than his is. I make significantly more money, but like his job is so fucking, like, he loves his boss. They're so flexible with him.
Right.
Like he gets to, and he will do that extra work around the house. He's going grocery shopping today, like all of that stuff. I'm like, you can't put a price tag on work-life balance. Or you 100%. Can, you know?
Yeah. You can, but like, yeah, I turned down a job years ago that would have made me significantly more money than what I was making at the time. And they really wanted me for that job. I probably could have negotiated for even more. But I knew that it was going to cause me so much stress. Like there were options where it's like you might have to be available for events where you have to work on the weekends or at nights. And I was like, you know what? Fucking no. It's not worth it. I enjoy the people I work with. I know what I'm doing. I'm good at what I do. I'm fine. This is, for me, this is worth it for me to just make a little less money.
Yeah.
And save myself the stress.
Yeah.
Okay. So while I just kept the wine coming, while on his rant, he retrieves a vial of Coke and proceeds to do a key bump in the middle of one of the nicest restaurants I've ever been in.
Yo.
Fully out in the open.
Whoa. That's bathroom activities.
Yeah. Also, you're so keyed up. Maybe you don't need to be doing any cocaine.
No.
Or it sounds like he's keeping the party going.
Yeah, that's what
exactly.
He was probably already on cocaine. Yeah. I'm an anxious person and hate this behavior, so I ask if we can just leave. In the car, he proceeds to talk about how lazy I am and how I only got anywhere in my career because I'm attractive and my bosses want to sexually harass me.
Okay.
How insulting. Oh my
insulting God. And also says where his brain goes. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like to go to sexual harassment, 100%.
Yep.
When he sees me crying, he says, "Oh, so you're crying now?"
Jesus Christ.
What a monster.
You know, just drop me off.
Yeah, I'll walk. I'll call an Uber.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I had no idea what was happening. This truly felt like a different person in front of me. The next day he apologized, but in my head, I was done. He picked another argument the next day. Get ready for the most infuriating hypothetical you'll ever hear by asking, what would you do if Trump ended poverty?
Guess what? I never have to worry about that.
No,
never.
100%.
Never.
Exactly. I say, well, he wouldn't, even if that were a plausible thing. He has never once mentioned doing anything to help the impoverished. So I find that to be an insane hypothetical to ask me. He knows I hate him and claimed he did too. He pushes me and pushes me for an answer. So when I say, I'd be happy poverty had ended, but I still would not like him as a person due to several other actions. Doing one good thing does not make up for hundreds of bad. This causes the most explosive fight yet, calling me stubborn, rigid, an overthinker, and several other insults. Wow. I blocked him after telling him I'd pack his shit up for him to get the next day. When he arrived to get his things, I met his other 49 personalities. He jumped from apologizing to getting defensive to saying I need to get over it to asking if I want to get a beer to holding my face in his hands, telling me I'm the prettiest when I'm sad.
Ew.
Get the fuck away from me.
I have chills.
It's so scary. I'd be like, please get out of my
dangerous.
house. Yeah, this is a dangerous person. I told him I never let anyone talk to me or treat me the way he has over the last 48 hours. And he said, oh, so you're going to end things over a tiny argument when I just spent so much time and money and effort on you? And there it is.
Yeah.
I told him to get home safe. And he said, he said, home is where the heart is. And that's with you.
Ew.
Okay. Get out.
After walking inside and locking every window and door, I hoped that was the end. And it basically was until he called me over the next 3 days, all unanswered. Fingers crossed he loses another vape so he can dedicate his full attention to something other than me.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Whoa. That's
Men
so
like that
scary,
aren't
though.
safe.
Oh my God.
Men
No,
like
they
that
are not.
Are not
They're
safe.
not.
No.
No.
That's a dangerous person.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm actually concerned for his employees too.
Yeah. He's the boss.
Yeah. I'd be
Scary.
talking to the her friend and be like, hey, you need to tell your boo to get another job. This person's
Or keep his
unstable."
eyes peeled.
Yeah.
Also, as a boss, I had forgotten that detail. Like that line about your bosses are only promoting you to sexually harass you.
Dude.
If he's got women working for him, I would be.
I have a lot
real
of
worried.
questions.
Yeah.
Ugh, man. Stay safe out there.
Woof. All right. So this one says, on our third or so date, we were at a mall, wanted to take photos at the photo booth, but there were people in it. After a while of waiting, we went up to it, gently knocked on the side, and the two middle school girls who were taking selfies on their phone came out and apologized. So we take our photos. Then as we're walking through the mall, we see the same two girls from earlier. They tell us we look so cute and they want to see our photos. I gave them the photos and they found the pictures adorable. They weren't wrong. And asked if we were dating as we were kissing in the photos. I don't know what came over me in that moment, but I said, no, we're cousins. He just came upstate for the family reunion.
Oh.
They looked of horror. They came across their faces. And to make it even better, he played along with it too.
Dude, that's true love.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Talking with an exaggerated Southern accent and saying that if anyone asks, we're third cousins. Wink for legal reasons.
Oh my God. These girls are like 12.
I know. They're like,
We kept that up for like a minute before actually telling them that we're just dating. So no middle schoolers were traumatized today.
Wow.
that's cute. That's
That's
fun.
cute.
I love when people are like, okay, yes, and
Yes,
we're going
and.
there.
Also, as far
Exactly.
as how I feel about most pranks, that's a harmless one.
Yeah.
Like that's like a fun one.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, you guys want to take 5 and then come back for the tainted love?
Sounds good.
Cool.
And we're back. Christina, tell us your tainted love.
Okay, so it is spooky season. So I was like, I want to go outside the box. And that was a terrible choice of words. Which
Oh,
you will
no.
know.
Oh no, you're like cut and rephrase. Is that what we're doing here?
It's really terrible. I do not mean to make light of that, but I wanted something that was like kind of a spooky ghost story. So I went and scoured unsolved mysteries.
Oh no.
And so this is I got the idea from this story. It's been on Paranormal Witness as well. The episode of Unsolved Mysteries is from season 3. And it's called The Girl in Apartment 14. So here we go. I'm sure you guys are all aware of this story. And if you want a very in-depth portion of this story is covered in a 2-parter on Case File.
Yeah, I thought
The Girl in the Box. Yeah.
that's
So-
unsolved.
No, it's not unsolved. There is an unsolved element of it.
Oh, okay.
That portion is part of this story.
This story, I do recommend listening to the case file if you want like all the details.
I will not be doing that.
Right.
So
Well,
this
no,
is-
because it would be insane.
Yeah.
But it is one of the most disturbing,
Yes.
like the most terrifying. When I think about a true nightmare situation, like a nightmare scenario that you could end up in that doesn't even seem real, like seems like a horror movie,
It's
this story is one of those.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So early 2000s, single mom, Jodie Foster, not the Jodie Foster.
Understood.
Another Jodie Foster, and her daughter Hannah had relocated to Chico, California from Montana. Money was super tight. Jodie was searching for a reasonably priced apartment, and she discovers one in Walnut Gardens. It looked inviting, buildings in a good neighborhood. seems pretty chill. The only drawback was the apartment wasn't on the ground floor, and Jody worried about Hannah falling off the balcony. So the building manager agreed that as soon as the downstairs unit became available, Jody could move, so she ends up taking the apartment. On her first night sleeping in the new place, Jody has this incredibly vivid dream. She's dreaming of a young couple in the 1970s, like they're wearing 70s clothing and they're searching for somebody. But there's something like incredibly dark and predatory that she feels through the dream. And so when she speaks about the dream to her friend thinks that Jody's subconscious is just working out her fear of,
sure,
that kind of thing. She doesn't think anything of it. But the dreams continue. The next one had the couple walking down the hallway towards her apartment. So suddenly they're inside and they're trying to take Hannah. As Jody screamed for them to stop, Dream Hannah ends up transitioning and becoming a young woman. And Jody had never seen before anything like that. She bolted herself awake, giving herself a panic attack. And it's 3:37 a.m. in the morning. So finally, a ground floor apartment opens up. Jody moves, thinking that this would stop the dreams. But it doesn't. And her friends also have a really bad feeling about this apartment. When they moved into the downstairs one, it's like the air felt really cold and really still. And like her friends are like, I get bad vibes from this place.
I get bad vibes too.
Yeah.
From hearing about it.
Move back upstairs.
There was like a palpable presence that people felt in the apartment. And so not long after this, like strange things start happening. Dreams return in full force. It's the same couple and they're driving a blue car. They drove up beside the very same girl that Jody had seen in her earlier dreams. And the woman offers her a ride and the girl gets in the car. The couple drove until Jody was disturbed to see the car drive into her neighborhood and up to her apartment complex. He asked to use the restroom. Jody's like terrified. And again, she's waking up at 3:37 a.m. Jody is now chronically exhausted. She's not able to sleep through the night. She thinks she's like losing her mind. She's never had dreams like this before. And eventually she's so anxious and afraid of dreams that she doesn't even want to go to sleep. So in one of the dreams, she sees the man chloroform the girl. And after the minor struggle, the couple takes the girl back out to the car. And at the same time as she's having these dreams, somebody's moving things around the apartment. She starts like explaining things away like, oh, I know I'm so tired. Maybe I just forgot that I actually put this thing over there instead of where it goes. Or maybe Hannah's moving it, but Hannah's pretty adamant that she is not moving things. And furthermore, Hannah starts saying to her mom, like, oh, maybe my Liz moved it. It's probably my Liz. And she's like, my Liz? What is that? Who are you talking to? She's like, oh, the lady. My Liz.
No,
we are moving back upstairs. Stop.
No.
Enough.
No.
Enough. Truly a child telling you,
nah.
This is why we had to make up imaginary friends. Did you remember like in the 80s and 90s when people were like, oh, it's so normal to have an imaginary friend or whatever? It's
them motherfuckers is ghosts.
That's what parents tell themselves so that they're not like fucking terrified when their fucking 6-year-old comes up to them and says, there's a lady in my closet.
Dude, my mom said I would terrify the shit out of her with some of the stuff I said when I was really young. Like
I truly, but I don't know really what I believe. I believe that we're all energy. I know I believe that. And I do think that children, there's something about the veil being thinner.
I agree.
When you're very, very young and very, very old.
Well, you have just I think when you're really little, I just don't think that the world hasn't had a chance to rationalize your brain yet. Make you rationalize everything away or make you skeptical or you know, you just haven't gotten there yet. You just accept things for what
Honey,
they are.
the land.
No, I mean, I don't know, not to bring this up, Cass, but like I know you got to speak with your dad, and I did too before it happened. Like my dad saw and spoke with people.
Yeah,
my grandma
didn't see him as he was passing. Thankfully,
no,
I saw
this
him
was
when
before.
he was.
Yeah, my dad, like as he was. You know, he was dying for weeks before it happened. But he saw his mother. He saw his friend.
I hear about that all the time.
My grandma saw my dad. So like when she was dying of cancer, my cousin was taking care of her, and she could hear my grandma in the room talking to someone like by herself. And then when she went into the bedroom, my grandma said, "Oh, did you just see Calvin?" And she was like, "No." And she's like, "Oh, he just walked. You had to have passed him. He just walked out into the hallway, like just walked past you just now." Yeah. So like my grandma saw my dad when she was dying. So
yeah.
Wow.
But my dad, he wanted to be alone a lot. Like when he was starting to get really bad, but he recorded a bunch of videos on his phone. We have downloaded them to a Google Drive. I haven't been able to like watch them yet, but I'm just like, I don't know about like quote unquote ghosts or something, but I definitely believe in a lot of things that I don't understand. So this story being one of it, that this woman.
And honestly, ma'am, you believe that time is a flat circle. Aliens and a billion other wild things.
I believe in everything and nothing simultaneously.
Did you hear that Jane Goodall was like open to the possibility of Bigfoot?
Yes, I did. I heard about that.
Yeah, she was like, yeah, that's entirely possible.
Sure.
Love it. Oh, another one. Gone.
Another great.
I love Jane Goodall. Might watch Gorillas in the Mist this afternoon. Okay, so yeah, Hannah's starting to see my Liz. Jody's dreams are becoming more and more graphic, where she's seeing this woman basically being chained in a basement. She's seeing this woman being brutalized. She's seeing this girl get her neck cut and bleeding out. And it constantly wakes her up at the same time every night at 3:37 a.m. So finally, she's like super afraid to be alone. She asks her friend to come over, stay with them, help her babysit Hannah. And her friend is like, I immediately felt uncomfortable. Like Hannah had this Ernie doll that like her mom had taken the batteries out of it. It was like an old school Sesame Street Ernie doll and kept saying, I feel great. I feel great.
No,
I feel great. Even though
it's going into the garbage. Into the garbage.
I'm like,
yeah, no.
What would you? I would set a fire.
Dumpsters.
I would burn it. I would burn
dumpster.
it alive.
Two of the scariest things are like kids and toys. Like possessed toys and like kids that see shit. I'm sorry. This genre of horror movie, I'm out.
Yeah, exactly.
Move back upstairs. Everything was fine upstairs.
Yeah, and so now like poltergeist stuff starts happening. Lights on and off, things moving, shaking of the Ernie doll going on and off. Like, so the trio just run out of the apartment. They're done. They see the time on the clock, 3:37 a.m. So she fucking pieces out of Walnut Grove. She's like,
yeah,
I'm fucking out.
She left the entire apartment complex.
Done.
She's
for
like,
you.
I'm not. No.
You know what? We're done here.
Yeah. So the building owners offer her an apartment in a different building complex downtown. She takes the offer. She's out, but not before like some older guy that's lived at the complex for like 25, 30 years. Is
now
like,
you're introducing the spooky old
lore.
guy.
The lore.
Who's going to give you the backstory. Okay.
He's like, oh, no one stays in that apartment very long. Not since the woman who disappeared. So Now she's got lore. But she's like, fuck this place. I don't ever want to think about this place ever again. I'm
Time to go to the library, do some microfiche, try and figure out what happened in there. Yes. Can't Google it. So, you know.
So she starts dating somebody, and he's reading a book, and he's like, she had told him about the dreams and stuff, and he's like, holy shit, like, your old apartment was the address for somebody that disappeared in 1976. Her name is Marie Spanicky, and the couple that supposedly abducted her, like, he starts telling her this story, and she is getting like dead silent, because the story of the couple are Cameron and Janice Hooker, who became infamous because they picked up a hitchhiker named Colleen Stan in the 70s, and they abducted her and kept her for 7 years under their waterbed with her head in a box.
I know this story. God damn it.
Yeah. So basically, like, Cameron Hooker married Janice when she was like 15, 16 years old, and was incredibly abusive to her. And she comes from a very abusive household. She wanted to have kids. And so I don't know if she encouraged it or what. You can dig in deeper. There's very strong opinions on whether or not Janice was a victim or a perpetrator. I'm not going to get into.
But I'm like, why not both?
Why not both? Exactly.
Yeah.
She wanted to protect herself, so she let Cameron, and participated in helping Cameron kidnap somebody that he could torture so that she would be left alone. So they picked up Colleen Stan, basically brainwashed her, and said, like, she couldn't leave because of the company. They would keep her under the bed for 23 hours. Eventually, Janice gets sick of it. She's like 8 years into it, tells Colleen there's no such thing as the company. They escape. Janice is the one that goes to the police and basically gets the police to give her immunity so that she can say, like, he did all this stuff, including abducting someone before Colleen Stan, Marie Elizabeth Spanicky, who goes by Marliz.
God, I know.
Mm-mm.
So as soon as Jody hears Marliz, she freaks out, because that is a weird fucking name.
Yeah.
Would
right?
you have a panic attack? Like, I really feel like I would hyperventilate at that point.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that would be confirmation. I would be like, ghosts are real. Like, that would literally do
enough.
it for me. That's enough. You have proven it. So Jody feels like really like fucking scared by all that. And not only that, but the dreams haven't really stopped for her. They're less extreme in the new place, but she's still dreaming, and she's getting A17 3576 in her dreams. She keeps getting that combination. So she's like, I gotta talk to the police. She picks up the phone and she calls the cops, and she talks to a detective.
I would feel so silly, but I know that you need to, right? Like,
she's like, something has happened. Like, I keep having these dreams, so I have to tell the cops. So she calls, the detective picks up, and she's like, I might have information about the Marie Spanicky disappearance. Mm-hmm. And he goes, why are you calling right now? Because this is the 2000s, okay? This woman's been missing since 1976. Mm-hmm. It's been in a box, like, and also the hookers have been, like, that case is long since closed. He's in jail for 104 years. Like, everyone's moved on. He's like, we literally pulled the box out and opened it 3 minutes ago.
No. Dude.
Why are you calling right now?
Oh my God.
What? So there,
Dude,
he's like, because of that, because Jody even said, she's like, what do you say to the cops? Like, it's so weird. I'm having these dreams. But I think because of that coincidence, the cop was like, okay, like, I'll sit and hear what you have to say.
Wow.
Because he was so rattled by that coincidence, was just too strange. So he listens to her and he's like, A17. And he's like, well, that's interesting, because that's the thing. Janice had taken them to an area where they said Marie's body was buried, because they had taken her. And what Cameron wanted to do with the box on the head was muffle the screams. He didn't like to hear anything. But before he had like the box really complete, what he thought he could do was cut her vocal cords so that she couldn't make noise. But he didn't. He actually killed her. For the time between they kidnapped her and they were burying her body, that whole time period was probably 11 hours. That's it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Just terrible. So Janice had taken them like off of this like beaten path and saying like, this is where, her body is. And when she said A17, they were like, oh, that's a different way to get into the area. That's like another highway that she's not familiar with. She just relocated from like Montana. She's not very familiar with it. So for her to pull that out of thin air, and then she thought 3576 were coordinates. And it was the police, when they had taken Janice, were looking, and they, the place where Janice said she was buried was at 3577. And so her brain, they were like, you're like one off. And to this day, though, her remains have not been found. Jody's dreams have stopped, but it's just a crazy, crazy coincidence. And not only that, Jody's like, nothing like that has like ever happened to me. And her, Colleen Stan is now like a mother, a grandmother. She's been able to like live her life.
How do you ever, I mean, again, listen to the case file if you want to know. Just a warning though. It is like the worst.
It is. That's why I was like, I'm not getting into details about that.
It's the worst thing.
It's terrifying.
One of the worst things I've ever heard in my life. And I don't know how you recover and like live a life after that. Like, it's so dark.
She's had some like failed marriages, but the thing that really struck me about Colleen is that like every year on the date that she was free, her whole family goes and celebrates at the beach. It's like one of her favorite spots. So they do like celebrate like living and surviving. That's something like
amazing.
That.
Wow. And that one also, I remember, this is the same one where he let her go home for like a weekend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
she had a job at one point. She was a hotel maid at one point. But he had her so
brainwashed. Yeah. And so scared.
Fuck.
Yeah. And I think her family even met him. Like, he came to pick her up and she's like, this is my boyfriend. And can you imagine the family later, like when they, like years later, when it all came to light and they found out what happened, knowing that man was like in your home.
Yeah. Well, they were terrified. They said later that they were terrified that she had joined a cult. And so they didn't want to ask her too many questions or confront her on things because they were scared that she would just never come back. So they just kind of like, I mean, the guilt.
I'm sure I would have felt the same thing given the way that she was acting. And, you know, like I probably would have thought the same thing. It was the 70s.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, to this day, like Cameron still denies having anything to do with the murder.
Oh, okay.
He was set to be paroled in 2021.
Shut your mouth.
But it has been held up because there they're trying to get him classified as a sexually violent predator, which why he isn't already is beyond me.
I was gonna say that. How old is
he? He's still alive. Yeah, and he's still like on the verge of being paroled because he's so elderly. He is elderly. He is elderly and stuff now, but still, like, he should spend the rest of his life and die in prison. I'm sorry. This person is a monster, an actual monster.
I don't know how you can do the things that he did to another human being, and like, I just don't. Yeah, no, it's so scary.
And whatever happened to
and Janice has changed her name and works in mental health. And Jody still lives in Chico. Jody's pretty sure that she's run into her a few times.
Oh, I would. Yikes.
Also, do you ever think about their kid, like Janice and Cameron's kid? Because as far as I know, from what I'd heard, like, because I think Janice was pregnant when they picked Colleen up, and that's why Colleen was like, "Oh, these people are safe." Because it was like a pregnant wife and a husband. Yeah, and
she had 2 kids. And
they're
Colleen
living in
would
the house.
Babysit
for
them.
No amount of therapy. Like,
yeah. And that's what I was saying with the whole like Janice thing still. Like you never know who you're fucking behind in a Whole Foods.
No,
like,
true.
Right.
Are you kidding me?
True.
Like, that's bananas. But yeah, if I started having like dreams, like vivid dreams like that, I would believe them 100%. I'd be like, I'm getting sent a message. I would do all the microfiching in the world. I'd be like, I'm trying to find it out. I would have the red yarn out. I'd be like, but yeah, I totally respect. I think it does take a lot of courage too to then go to the police because, I mean.
You gotta think they're gonna like laugh you out of
the
building.
That's why it's like, what do you say to them? Like, that's so,
Yeah. So if you want, it's a pretty good unsolved mysteries show, which I haven't watched
never
a lot of
that,
them.
That aspect of the case at all. So that was fascinating.
Yeah, I think it was a fresh take on it, a little bit of a ghosty story for the spooky season that we're in. Eric was making fun of me. He's like, why haven't you watched? There's still a bunch that you haven't seen. I was like, I don't really like unsolved mysteries. He's like, why?
Mysteries.
I was like, I want solved mysteries.
Same.
Exactly.
Same.
I'm like, what am I supposed to just then carry this around in my head? Then like
knowing that
looking
this
for
was
this
never
guy
solved?
from some image from like 300 years ago or something. Like, he doesn't look like that anymore. Come on.
Yeah.
I need at least updates.
Exactly. That was what you watch Unsolved Mystery for, was Bobby Stack giving the updates.
That's right.
So, anyways. Well, what are you guys watching this week?
I am still watching. So as we know, I made it all the way through Law and Order SVU. There is a new season, so I'm caught up on that. I also watched. Listen, it's been a hard year for us all. I don't need any judgment. I also watched they don't have all of the seasons of the regular Law and Order on Peacock, but I watched up until they completely changed the cast.
Got
of those. And then I was like, I'm not interested anymore. We don't have, I don't recognize any of these
Criminal
people.
Intent.
And I am now watching Criminal
There
Intent.
it is.
Yeah.
And I will tell you,
The best.
I love SVU, but there is something about Criminal Intent. And also, speaking of people
I think that's something is Vincent D'Onofrio.
I was about to say, speaking of people who maybe aren't like necessarily super attractive, but are attractive.
10 for 10, get it.
I have a crush on him as this weirdo as Detective Gorin can get it for sure. Like, I don't know if it's because he's so smart or like what it is, but I do have a crush on Vincent D'Onofrio in that show.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been doing, just like nonstop Criminal Intent.
Oh, I love that.
I did not have a crush on him in Full Metal Jacket, but he's a good
or Men in Black.
He's such a good fucking actor, though.
Yes.
I know. Like, he gets slept on for sure.
Yeah.
He doesn't get
100%.
enough credit.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, go for it, Cass.
Oh, okay. I'm watching. So it's the season of Hallmark mysteries, and so I have watched like 4 movies, Mystery Island movies. They're not good.
That's not what you watch them for. That is not what you watch them for. It's okay.
They're enjoyable.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really watching anything beyond October's spooky season. And I let Eric make me watch things that I don't want to watch really, but he's taking it easy on me this year in that we're going through in chronological order the entire Alien.
Amazing. How are you liking it so far?
I like it. I mean, it's starting with Prometheus, which I haven't seen in ages. And we just finished Covenant. So we've only watched the first 3, and now we're going into, Alien. Then
the original.
Aliens.
Yeah. So you watched Romulus.
Yeah.
Yeah. I liked Romulus.
Yeah. Yeah. So we did, Prometheus, Romulus, Covenant, and then we have Aliens, Alien 3. And there's, I think he put Alien versus Predator on there at the end.
Oh, fun.
Amazing.
Oh
yeah.
boy.
And then are you gonna watch the show?
Alien
the
Earth?
TV show? Chris has been watching it.
We did watch some of it because I think that's a prequel to Prometheus. I think that's even before, or it's somewhere in the beginning. It's before Alien.
I canceled my Hulu, so now I can't.
Yeah,
it's on YouTube TV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because it's a TV show, so it's on YouTube TV. So, which we high recommend, at least living abroad. It's great.
I think we're looking at YouTube TV too, and like just canceling everything.
Yeah,
else.
well, we canceled Hulu TV because it was fucking garbage, and we could never get it to work properly. And again, it's got a lot to do with probably living abroad and trying to do things through VPN. Blah blah blah. At any rate, YouTube TV has been phenomenal. It's been really good. Yeah.
All right.
So, if you're looking. This is not a sponsored ad.
We do not have a discount code for you.
No discount codes.
What are you watching? Well, I think that's it. So, listen, if you have a terrible date story, if you just want to reach out and say hello, if you have notes, thoughts, anything about the book, suggestions for book club, for next month's book, anything like that, go to our one-stop shop of website. It's myworstdatepodcast.com, and we love you so much.
Cheers.
Cheers.